Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well and having a good Christmas. And on that basis, today I'm going to be trying to 3D print two different types of Christmas trees. So that for most of you that don't know, in my old school I used to do engineering, and because I really wanted to become an engineer, I bought a 3D printer. Not sure why I had to do anything with engineering, but I bought it anyways. I haven't used it for quite a while, and I've seen it sit up on that cupboard for quite a while, so I thought today would be a good day to bring it out and try 3D print some awesome Christmas stuff. So let's get started with that. Right, so I got my 3D printer, which is sitting down there. I'm gonna plan on putting it on my desk, which I don't usually keep my 3D printer when I used to use it. But yeah, let's put it on the desk and let's start and let's set up all the cables for it. Right, so I'm gonna plan on setting it about over here. I've got a nice plug on the bottom about there-ish, right under that green mat. So I'll plug it up there. I'll put the 3D printer here. It's my plan for now. I think that'll be a nice place to get time lapse for the 3D printing as well. So yeah, let's do that as well then. Right, so I finally got it up here. As I said, it's been quite a while since it's been installed, so it's quite dirty. As you can see from the top. I might clean that up as well. So yeah, but this is the 3D printer right here. I've got stuff in there like all the wires and cables. I need to be cleaned out. Got the filaments in there as well from wait, I'm not sure. Yep, the filament's in this red color right now. So my plan is to set that up, plug it in, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I've got that plugged in now. It should work. I'm gonna go clean out this tray quickly. Because every time I 3D print, the filament doesn't stick on, so I always put a bit of glue on it. I think this is dried up glue from last time. So I'm gonna go quickly wash this and we'll move on from there. Right guys, so I've cleaned up this plate now. The glue was quite reluctant to come off though, but I finally managed to do it with some soapy water. So now I think it'll be time to turn this on now. I'm hoping it turns on, because it hasn't been in use for quite a while. I think it's been about a year since used. Actually not a year, probably less than that, but it's not been turned on for a while, so let's see if it'll turn on. I was quite fortunate enough to get one with a LCD, not an LCD, I'm not sure, just a screen here, so it's quite convenient. So if I turn that on, it's the motors are running, and yep, the screen does work, so that's a good sign so far. So we'll just wait for it to turn on and for something to happen. Right, awesome. So now if I show you guys here, I'll zoom out. Show you here, you have three options here: build, tools, and filament. They all do separate things. So for tools, you do all your settings like network, preheat, all of that stuff. But you don't have to be too concerned about that. Our main thing's gonna be we're gonna be using today is build. So now that's the inside of the printer. There's that's the little plate where the stuff is printed onto. Actually, that's not the plate, this is actually the plate, so I should probably slide this in as well into there. Awesome. Now for some of you that don't know much about 3D printers, this is a heated plate. So what this does is it heats the plate, and so what it does is actually just help the filament stick onto it better and not slip about. But for some reason my filament still does tend to like unstick, so I just put extra glue on there just to make sure it really sticks on. So this is the little part where the filament comes out of. If you can see on the bottom, that's the little extruder thing, I think that's what it's called. Now for this specific model, the filament goes in here. There's a spool of filament, and it feeds through this little thing here with like two wheels here that push the filament up. So that's about it for the 3D printer. I've lost all my filaments. I've got this red filament here and a purple one just sitting down there, so I'm not sure what color to use. We'll see later. So if I just set that aside for now, let me show you guys what two things I'm thinking of 3D printing. So there are two different types of trees. One's like a little build-up model where you like it's printed out flat and then you build it up, and then another one's it's hard to explain. I'll show you on the computer. So let's go on to the computer for now. Right guys, so we're on the computer here. So I'll just screen record the computer so it shows up better over there. So right, so we're here on the computer now. I've got two things that I was looking to 3D print. So if I open up Thingiverse, by the way, if you don't know what Thingiverse is, It's one of the biggest 3D printing platforms that you can use to basically 3D print anything or find files to 3D print anything. It's quite generous people here that make stuff and then they upload the files for you to see. So as you can see here, there's a few files that you can do, like Among Us files, I don't know, monitor stand legs, these cool dragon stuff. So but today's main focus is going to be on Christmas tree. So I've already chosen to. So if I go on this link over here, so this was my first one I was looking to print. I think I'll probably print both at the same time, depending on how big my platform is. So here you can see, so they'll be printed in 11 separate parts, and then I'm assuming you all you just join them up like that, which is quite nice. So I think that'll be my first one I'll print. It's what is it called? Evergreen Tree Christmas Ornament on Card. So shout out to this guy for sharing his files, and I'll be using it. So my second one was this one here. I've never tried this one before, but it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So this file is it's a weird one, the Christmas tree pine tree. So usually for anyone who knows how 3D printers work, they don't tend to work like this, so they can't really print the filament in mid-air. So using that to our advantage, what it does, like once the filament is printed in mid-air, it obviously due to gravity will come down, but because it cools down fast, it doesn't fall down all the way. So using that to our advantage, we can like do these weird pearly stuffs here. It's so hard to explain, you'll probably have to see it for yourself. So I'm probably going to do this one second, because this is probably a really hard one. So by the time the first one is done, the print's probably like warmed up and everything, so that'll be a nice print. But let's start with this one first. So what we're going to do first is download the file, open that file up. So now the files are going to be in this folder, so we'll just take Right, so I've sent that file back to the 3D printer. Now the extruder is moving down slowly. The heat bed is warming up, and so is the extruder. So this will take a while again. So I'll see you guys back in a bit as well. So I'll come back when this process is done. Right, awesome guys, the process is done. It's finished heating. So now it's gonna start printing onto the bed, so I'm really praying it sticks on this time nicely. See, let's open this up to get a better view. Right, so I know you guys can't see too well, but it has stuck on quite well. I think I lowered the plate too much, so it's having a bit of a struggle extruding the thing out, but I think we'll be fine. So let me set you guys up in a good position so you can view this time lapse nicely. Right, so I think this view should be pretty alright. So so I'll put this in as a time lapse. So I'll leave it as that. So I'll see you guys back once that thing is printed. Right guys, so the printing has finished finally. So now this is the final look at the print on the print bed. It's looking quite nice. If I just zoom out a little bit. Right, I was quite lucky this time for the print to come on quite nicely. It didn't mess up this time. So let's get this out of the print bed and try assembling it. Right, awesome, I've got it out of the bed, and now let's start assembling this thing. Right, so guys, I've got this thing printed. It's looking quite nice out of the bed. So now I think what we'll start off by doing is taking each and one of these components apart. So let's get that started. It's a bit of a struggle. The joints are quite strong. They probably shouldn't be that strong. What I'm referring to by these joints is these little things here. I'm not actually sure what the reason even was for these. Like, these all pieces could have been printed individually. I'm assuming, let's say if you wanted to gift it to someone or something, I'm not really sure, but they're a bit of a pain, but they should be all right. Hi guys, so awesome. These are the 7 parts we have here. So let's start by assembling. I'm assuming the biggest piece will go on the bottom. So by the looks of it, this is the biggest piece. So I'm assuming it just locks on like that. Yeah, perfect. That fits on quite nicely. I do have a few regrets. I wish I made this a bit bigger, but it's alright. So that is on quite nicely. Now the second biggest piece is here. Right guys, so it turns out I was being a bit of an idiot. So what I was doing, I was trying to get like each in one of these individual pieces into just one of these things like that. I don't think that's how I was supposed to go. I think I was supposed to join these 2 pieces up. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not sure if it makes it any easier, but I was supposed to fix that like that. So now it makes this somewhat of a pyramid type shape or arrow. Which also explains this these crosses here. So if I just fix this on tightly, make sure this doesn't come too loose. Right, so that's pretty tight. So now let's try get these in. I'm really hoping this makes a difference, right? I think it is making a difference. I'm gonna just push that down firmly. Really hope it doesn't break. Right, awesome, that is in there quite nicely. Hi guys, awesome, finally I have finished it. This was a very big pain, but it's, as I was saying, this was quite a pain, but I finally finished it. I've secured it on well. I've put some glue on it as well, so now it should be quite stable. Looks quite pretty. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. It has a little hole right here, so I might hang this up on my Christmas tree outside. By the way, if you haven't checked that video, make sure you go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. So now this is pretty much it for the video, guys. I finished this. This was probably quite a difficult project. Actually, they say it isn't a difficult project, but I think my 3D printer was just being a bit of a pain today, which is why it made this project difficult. So that's about it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. This little thing was quite a pain in the butt, but it was like worth it. It looks pretty awesome. So as I said, for a few upcoming videos, I'm thinking about printing like spinny tops, and there's a few things called glac tops. I might leave a picture up here. They're pretty cool. So what you do is you blow in them through a straw or something, and they spin really fast. I've done it before, but it didn't work out too well, so maybe I might try it again, and hopefully it works out better this time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.